by Citgo Petroleum Distributors and Magic Market. Together, we're serving up magic.
Live from a sold-out Albany Civic Center here in Albany. It's the Class 3A State Basketball Championship. Albany taking on Westover in what should be a great game. I'm Fred Khalil along with Randy Waters. Randy, there's not a whole lot more we can say about this basketball game or these two basketball teams. It's time to throw it up and play.
Yeah, let him play. And, of course, the guy who's not playing tonight, D'Antonio Wingfield. What's that take away from Westover? 20 points a game and 14 rebounds a game. I think it's going to affect their running game a lot because the way that big guy pounds the boards, or did pound the boards, his career is over here now because he is suspended, cannot play tonight. That's going to take somewhat away from their running game, so it's going to be a key factor as to how well they run a set offense.
Let's check in with Joe Washington. Joe?
D'Antonio will not be in uniform, but you will see him on the bench in street clothes. I talked to Coach Willie Boston earlier. We were trying to get a word with D'Antonio. D'Antonio doesn't want to talk about the events of last night. I think he's content to sit on the bench and focus on his teammates. As for what they'll do without him, they banded together last night as a team to pull off that win over Latonia. That's what you'll look for them to do again tonight. As for Albany, Melvin Drake is the man you want to look for. I tell you what, in many ways, I really like him a lot better than D'Antonio. He's a true leader. He can do it all. Watch for him to really take charge, guys.
Thank you, Joe. There's no doubt he is a settling force when he is out on the basketball floor. There's no doubt about it. Let's take a look at the starting lineups now for the Albany Indians, coached by Archie Chapman, Marcus McCoy, and Melvin Drake. Quentin Peterson, the big man, Michael Spruill, and Tamaki Whitfield make up the starting five. Now for Westover, coached by Willie Boston. LeRoy Davis, William Freeman, Antonio Smith, Steve Davis, and Andre Lewis are in at the guard spots. And Andre Lewis, very good player at 6'5", 52% free throw shooter. And as Joe pointed out, D'Antonio Wingfield on the bench in street clothes. His career over. Next time he'll play in an organized game will be for Coach Bob Huggins and the University of Cincinnati.
And if you weren't with us earlier when Joe explained that scenario, just briefly to recap, last night D'Antonio Wingfield was whistled for 2 technical fouls. That constitutes a flagrant foul, automatic ejection, and when a player is ejected from a game under Georgia High School Association rules, he must sit out the next game, which in this case was the last game of the season and the last game of D'Antonio Wingfield's high school career. Now, to give you some sense of perspective, many think D'Antonio Wingfield may be the best player to ever play the game of high school basketball in this state. That's the impact that situation may have tonight. That's Willie Boston, who will be without his star player tonight. But last night they came through in fine style after Wingfield was ejected from the game.
Antonio Smith and Quentin Peterson going to jump it up. And the Patriots get the basketball, and that's Steve Davis, a junior guard. He brings it up. And he is going to be checked by Tamaki Whitfield. Andre Lewis. Inside, this is LeRoy Davis. He really filled the void last night. Puts it up. No good. Blocked by Melvin Drake. But taken right back by Antonio Smith. Now here comes Melvin Drake. That's what we were talking about. He is the settling force of this Albany basketball team. He does not have to score to be effective.
He had 19 very unselfish points. He did not look to score last night against Marist, and he had 19.
14 triple-double. Michael Spruill, no good. And the rebound is off to Willie Freeman. Steve Davis will bring it up.
Westover did not look for any kind of a run out, didn't think they could get any kind of an advantage, and I think that's an indication of well, that is an early indicator of what they'll try to do here. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought they might try to run a little bit.
Steve Davis, Whitfield checking him. Andre Lewis back to Steve Davis now. Willie Freeman, Melvin Drake is on him. Inside, that is Antonio Smith. He averages 17 points a game, and he went inside and scored it, and Westover is on the board.
He's a 54% shooter, Fred, and I guess one of the reasons is he fights for good position like that and gets the ball in good scoring territory.
Mocky Whitfield for three. LeRoy Davis pulls off the board and gets it quickly to Andre Lewis. And now Steve Davis is going to bring it up.
Patient look here for Westover on offense. Got an entry pass there.
LeRoy Davis is going to be fouled. And I believe that foul is going to be called on Mike Sproul.
All right, let's take a look and see what we were talking about inside here. Fighting for position. And once you get it down there, you can usually make something good happen.
Marcus McCoy applying the defense. But Mike Sproul, he is a junior. He is a major college prospect, no question about it. He's going to sit down with Coach Archie Chapman after this season, possibly make an early commitment. As LeRoy Davis, who averages 16 points a game, hits his first free throw. 5:39 to play, quarter number one. State 3A basketball championship. Westover is leading Albany 4-0. Melvin Drake. You know, we listed him as a forward, Randy, but the guy plays every position on the floor. He'll come up as a point guard, run the show. Mike Sproul, the off guard. He'll just play every position on the court. Big rebound by Antonio Smith. Now to Andre Lewis. He'll pull up.
You never know how the loss of a star player is going to affect a given team on a given night. Westover could be playing even on a higher emotional plane because of Wingfield being out tonight.
Andre Lewis to LeRoy Davis, but we're going to have a travel call in the lane.
A lot of traffic in there. Might have been better advised to take the shot than try to dish it like that. That's easy to say sitting here, but Albany did defend that situation very well.
Melvin Drake. 14 triple-doubles this season.
And he might have to do something from outside here, Fred. Westover are going to pack that zone in and make them prove they can beat it.
Oh, they're not going to let Melvin get away with that one. This crowd is going to get on him. Reggie Williams missed that shot. He is a 6'4" junior. Checking in the lineup now is Travis Jackson for Albany. And he is going to replace Mocky Whitfield.
Got Melvin out on the wing now instead of out on the point. Like you mentioned, he does everything. We'll see what this means as far as their offensive philosophy.
Sproul missed the shot. LeRoy Davis got the board, and Andre Lewis has the basketball. Albany is ice cold, 0 for 6 in the field. Willie Freeman tried to get fancy. Nearly lost it. Reggie Williams. LeRoy Davis got it swept away by Quentin Peterson, and here come the Indians. Melvin Drake pulls up. And there's going to be a foul called on Andre Lewis of Westover. This is an overflow crowd here tonight. There are people standing in the tunnels, in the aisleways, and behind the bleachers in the corners of this Albany Civic Center. It is 3:23 to play in the first quarter. Westover has a lead over Albany 4-0 in the AAA state championship.
AGE, Federal Credit Union, has been making a world of difference.
Championship game and things aren't falling for you. That time Melvin Drake at least got off a decent shot for Albany. I can't quite believe that we're almost 4.5 minutes into this thing, and Albany yet to dent the scoreboard, and Westover only 4 points. There's just a ton of talent out there for that situation to occur. I want to remind you that AT&T salutes our champions of wrestling across the state of Georgia this past high school season. McEacher and Murray County and Lovett. And in Class A, it was Decula and Macon County, ending up in a tie. And there's D'Antonio Wingfield sitting, watching, not playing tonight. Albany 0 for 7. Westover not much better.
Make it 0 for 8 as Westover gets the basketball and bringing it down to Steve Davis. To LeRoy Davis. And Andre Lewis is Albany appears to have dropped back in a 2-1-2 zone. Andre Lewis for 3. Mike Spruill with the rebound. Here come the Indians. 4-2 now. As Spruill, the junior guard, hits on the break. Steve Davis for Westover. LeRoy Davis in the lane. He is one of those guys, Randy, that stepped up and played well last night.
Well, that was a great pass, Davis to Davis, because he got the ball right in the lane. It was a lot of people around him, but the pass was so efficient, so effective. He was in immediate position to take the shot. And he didn't put it on the floor after he got it.
Rule. Misses, and Andre Lewis has it. Got Andre Lewis, Willie Freeman, LeRoy Davis, Antonio Smith, and Steve Davis on the court for Westover. Freeman gets his own rebound and loses it to Quentin Peterson. Here come the Indians the other way. Picked off by Andre Lewis. But Albany will keep the basketball. Melvin Drake. Tamaki Whitfield, Marcus McCoy. .123 to play. First quarter, Westover 6 and Albany 2 in the AAA Boys State Championship game.
Albany just told his players, look, relax, pick your shots, take your shots, just relax. So he's cooling it right now. We'll see how long that lasts.
Really enjoyed spending time with Archie last night after the ball game. Real good guy. And as we pointed out, Westover grad.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is look at those shooting percentages. Oh, second thought, let's not look. Yeah, maybe really. They'll go away. Archie was saying, I said, do you want to be a college coach? And he said, I used to, but, you know, you have a family. And he said, I have a family now, and I'm happy here. It's home.
Andre Lewis with the steal. Hello. 8-2. Westover on top of Albany. Melvin Drake up over the backboard. That's a turnover, and Westover is going to get the basketball back.
Now that shot didn't go for him, but if you're looking at it from an Albany perspective there, a little better job of at least a pass that penetrated the zone. They've been throwing it around on the perimeter a lot. In fact, about the only guy on the floor that seemed to be able to do anything as far as getting a ball into a passing lane is Steve Davis for Westover.
Willie Freeman drives the lane. This is Antonio Smith, and the foul is going to go on Mike Spruill. That is the second foul on Mike. Let's watch it.
Well, if you want to be like Mike right here, this particular Mike left no doubt he wasn't going to give up two.
So Antonio Smith will go to the line. 6'7" senior. You look at Willie Boston, 13 years at Westover. He's got 3 straight championships.
Going for number 4. Willie was hot last night. Very hot. I mean, he said the officials had taken the game away from D'Antonio Wingfield. And frankly, we have to paraphrase, but after what the young man said to the officials, they had no recourse but to eject him from the game. It was not a pleasant situation.
We are under 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's 10-2 Westover on top of Albany. As Melvin Drake brings it up against the 1-2-2 zone. Maki Whitfield pulls up from three-point land, and that will end the first quarter. We are through 1 quarter of basketball here at the Albany Civic Center. The boys state 3A state championship. Westover leading Albany. The score 10-2. The Patriots lead the Indians.
The athletic department of the Dougherty County School System would like to congratulate all of our athletes. Congratulations to the teams of the state basketball.
A man along with Coach Willie Boston involved in that huddle is D'Antonio Wingfield.
All right, there has not been a lot of scoring in this ball game, but some definite talking after the jam right here. Andre Lewis and Melvin Drake, and Melvin retaliates a little. Whoops, sorry, slipped there a little bit.
But, sorry, Andre, I didn't hear what you said.
Like they say, you don't just talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And right now, it's Westover, 10-2.
Field goal shooting, absolutely brutal. Melvin Drake gets it in the paint, goes up, has it knocked away, but School gets it back, and now LeRoy Davis gets the rebound.
Most parts of the state, they'll be talking about the March 13th snowstorm. Here, they might talk about the time Albany got 2 points in a quarter.
They're going to call a foul on LeRoy Davis.
All right, let's take a look at him down here as he's baseline, calling for it and going after it. And then over the back of Melvin Drake. Melvin, the elbows are coming out of there too, but
Melvin's getting a couple of breaks.
Yeah.
Marcus McCoy, it's knocked away by Antonio Smith. It'll be out of bounds for Albany. Drake's going to inbound it. You got Andre Lewis, Willie Freeman, down low. Melvin Drake gets it stolen by LeRoy Davis. And here comes Andre Lewis for Westover. Willie Freeman wanted the three, didn't take it.
Good discipline, good discipline. He is, as far as we know, not a great outside shooter. It was tempting, but he kicked it back out so they could start the offense.
Andre Lewis. Reggie Williams misses. Rebound's going to go to Melvin Drake. Here comes Drake and the Albany Indians.
Boy, I'll tell you what,
Antonio Smith gets the rebound, and here comes Andre Lewis.
They couldn't throw it in the ocean if they were standing on the beach right now.
And LeRoy Davis gives Westover a 12-2 lead. 6:15, second quarter. And at point guard right now is Joe Washington for Albany. Andre Lewis. And that block is going to be called on Albany.
Now Michael Sproul arguing the case right now. I mean, Archie Chapman out there talking about it. And let's take a look at it.
Oh, wait a minute, that should be on 3-2. That should be on 32.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Joseph Washington. Not our Joseph Washington.
No.
Who'd they try? They gave it to Sproul, didn't they?
It looks that way by the scoreboard, but if they did, it's certainly not right.
Well, and here's the factor. If they give it to Michael Sproul,
that's 3.
A starter, that's 3 on him. Joseph Washington, who just came off the bench and actually committed the foul, that would have been his first foul. I mean, unless, and I don't know if this falls under correctable error or not.
Well, we will try to sort this out and figure out exactly who got that foul when we come back. It's 12-2, 5:57 to play. Westover leading Albany in the AAA state championship. 12-2 in the boys 3A state championship game. 5:57 to play, second quarter action. Albany ice cold from three-point land.
AT&T is proud to salute champions from all sports across the state of Georgia. In swimming, the boys champions were from Dalton and the girls of Chattahoochee, the swimming champions this year. Congratulations to them. And swimming upstream right now is Albany.
Steve Davis is back into the Westover lineup. That's Andre Lewis, who gets it inside to LeRoy Davis. Turn around, he got it to go. LeRoy Davis getting the roll. Melvin Drake's got to get the ball inbounds. That's Travis Jackson right now.
Good double team.
Washington to Melvin Drake.
Waved it off. Waved it off. Offensive foul on Melvin Drake. Now here's a case where a guy says, I need to ignite my team. And it looked like he was going to do it, but one of the Westover Patriots in position to draw the charge, and it was, I guess, LeRoy Davis, right?
He was there, no doubt about it.
No question.
He had it planted.
I can't fault Melvin for trying to fire his ball club up the way things are going. I really can't. But a great play by Davis.
Albany with 4 turnovers. Andre Lewis has it now. He is being checked by Travis Jackson. Steve Davis working on Tamaki Whitfield. Antonio Smith misses, and they're going to call the foul on
LeRoy Davis.
LeRoy Davis.
Now, somebody says to me before today, okay, North Georgia's going to get a couple of feet of snow, and Albany's only going to score 2 points in about, let's see here, 11 minutes of play. I was going, yeah, right on both counts, sure, but, well.
They both happened.
Here we are.
Travis Jackson, that's Joe Washington. Washington feeds it inside to Melvin Drake, who lost the handle on it. Drake lost the handle on it. He and his Albany teammates very cold. Steve Davis brings it up. LeRoy Davis walked with the basketball as Melvin Drake tried to make something happen. He caused that turnover.
Yeah, he almost got the steal, and he broke the concentration of LeRoy Davis.
Travis Jackson, he brings it up. He's usually the first guy off the bench for Albany. Tamaki Whitfield, back to Jackson, who drives and walks with the basketball. Another turnover for Albany.
Well, these guys are real attentive, Fred. I mean, Tamaki Whitfield that time, he had the baseline. He could have gone baseline, and it was almost as if in a robotic fashion he just turned around and threw another perimeter pass. They're just not attacking the basket at all.
LeRoy Davis, Steve Davis. Willie Freeman has it. He gets it to Andre Lewis. Now to Steve Davis. 3.5 to play. First half of action, 14-2 Westover. Steve Davis, whoa, where is he throwing it? I think he was looking for Antonio Smith.
maybe he forgot Antonio Wingfield wasn't around, because that's about the only guy who would have had a prayer of reach in that one.
That's what Whitfield's got to do, even though it was an air ball. He's got to go up and pull up and hit it if Albany is going to get back in this ball game. 3 minutes to play, 14-2. Westover dominating Albany at this point. Smith almost lost it. LeRoy Davis comes out to get it. Foul's going to be called on Travis Jackson. He came across Andre Lewis. You know, Andre Lewis, 6'5". Travis Jackson, really hard to match up. Reggie Williams checks into the lineup, replacing Steve Davis. Early Boston there on the Westover sideline. Quentin Peterson with the rebound to Melvin Drake. Here comes Melvin. He lost it. Got it knocked away by Willie Freeman, and this is Andre Lewis. Freeman. LeRoy Davis turned around. No good. Rebound to Travis Jackson. Blocking foul is going to be called on Andre Lewis. And there's D'Antonio looking on.
Very unnecessary foul by Lewis that time. Not a wise foul at all. As Archie Chapman, you see him, the Albany coach, as they desperately try to get a combination on the floor that might be able to get something going.
Check in with Joe Washington.
Oh, we talked earlier about D'Antonio Wingfield being deeply involved in the Westover huddle. There he is. During the huddle, he was offering encouragement. Right now, with the Patriots leading 14-2, no need for a major overhaul, just a little preventive maintenance. And the word here is, don't let up, guys. Don't let up. Back to you.
Thanks, Joe. Albany going to inbound the ball. Travis Jackson. Albany 1 for 18, Rando.
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, I'm in shock. So are they.
Here comes Andre Lewis off the Melvin Drake miss. Antonio Smith gets the shooter's roll. 16-2. Albany scored at 2:23 in the first quarter. They have not scored since. It is almost halftime. We're looking at a 16-2 count. Travis Jackson, Joe Washington. Tamaki Whitfield takes the baseline. Misses badly. Rebound to Willie Freeman. And here comes Andre Lewis.
Ever heard that old phrase, from bad to worse? Well, what's next for Albany?
Well, we got a foul away from the basketball. That's what we got.
And once again, our two conversationalists, LeRoy Davis and Melvin Drake, were talking to one another. I hope that doesn't escalate into anything as the evening wears on.
Whoa, LeRoy Davis hits the top of the key three. And with 40 seconds to play in the first half, 19-2, Westover leading Albany. This is unbelievable.
It is. I mean, yeah, I can't imagine a team that is of the caliber to reach a state championship to be in a situation like this is incredible.
You know, Quentin Peterson is one of those guys that is going to have to step up underneath. He was one of the guys that in the semifinal game against Marist, I thought really ignited the team with some big-time dunks and some big-time plays. And here's Quentin Peterson underneath.
Well, they took it right back up here. And the way things are going for them tonight, you knew it wasn't going to go for him, but at least he got the 2-shot foul.
What would our good friend Hugh Durham say? That's not bad.
That's right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's not a lid on that thing at that end.
Quentin Peterson hits a much-needed free throw as Albany can take really all the points they can get. LeRoy Davis playing tough above the rim, gets the board strong to Antonio Smith and now Andre Lewis. Willie Freeman. Smith. Smith on Peterson. Dribble drive. He got it. It's 21-3. Antonio Smith draws the foul, and it's going to be on Marcus McCoy. And I'll tell you what, these two old city rivals, man, they are talking stuff. A lot of talking going on. Hopefully, as you pointed out, Rando, it doesn't escalate.
Yeah, I hope not either. The interesting thing here is this packed house. Even the Westover fans, you know, sort of sitting back hoping that it becomes more competitive. I know they're glad to be ahead, but they haven't really had an opportunity to sort of get into any kind of a mood as far as this ball game goes.
23-3. It's now a 20-point lead, the longest lead of the night for the Westover Patriots. And this guy with the basketball has got to do something to get his team rolling. That's Melvin Drake.
That's something.
Get him 3 and make it 23-6.
I think maybe people were thinking, wait a minute, guys, you're telling me that this number 30 here is going to be the point guard maybe for Georgia next year? And well, okay, you saw something there. I'm glad Melvin backed us up a little bit.
Yeah. Double dribble, turnover. Mike Spruill is another guy that's got to come alive. They need his points. They need his shot. And there is Spruill, 23-8. Nice play defensively by Melvin Drake. So Maki Whitfield will bring it up now, back to Drake. Whitfield for 3. McCoy's got it. Almost lost it, did lose it. Andre Lewis, and Whitfield is going to be called for the personal foul. Early second half, 5:55. Third quarter, 23-8 is our score. On the line. So Antonio on the line. Antonio Smith, it'll be out of bounds to the Albany Indians. There it is. 23-11. The lead is now 12. An 8-2 run right now for Albany. Andre Lewis, Davis to LeRoy Davis. And LeRoy will go to the free throw line. McCoy's going to be whistled for the personal.
All right, let's take a look at it, Fred. Again, Westover simply doing a better job of finding a seam in the zone and getting the ball down low where they can make something happen. I hate to keep repeating myself, but that's a basic, and that's what's going on.
LeRoy Davis misses the free throw. He had 11 first-half points. And again, we pointed out, D'Antonio Wingfield not in the ball game. Rolling out of last night's game, suspended for this one because of that. And really, LeRoy Davis is one of the guys that stepped up. He now has 12. It's 24-11. Westover on top. Melvin Drake. Move by Sproul, but couldn't get it to go, and LeRoy Davis got the board. To Andre Lewis. Antonio Smith easily over Quentin Peterson. 26-11 the lead now, back to 15 points. We are under 4.5 to play in quarter number 3 from the Albany Civic Center, the Class 3A Boys State Championship. Melvin Drake misses, and we're going to have a foul called. It's going to be on McCoy. That's going to be 3. Yep, 3 in a hurry.
Marcus McCoy underneath, pushing off. As Albany desperate to have a chance at the offensive board, sending a lot of people, and that's what you got to do. But Marcus McCoy, exuberance cost him a foul right there.
Our score with 4:20 to play in quarter number 3 from the Albany Civic Center. Westover 26, Albany 11.
Albany, a little more respectable situation here in the third quarter. However, it is still a 15-point disadvantage for them, and one of the reasons is Antonio Smith with that kind of action inside, and D'Antonio Wingfield, he's exuberant on the bench. He can't be in uniform, but wants his ball club to win it. AT&T proud to salute other winners from other sports across the state of Georgia. The debate champions, Brookwood, Woodward Academy, Houston County, and Pace Academy in Quad A, AAA, AA, and Single A, respectively.
Second half field goal percentage, Albany 3 of 7, Westover 1 out of 2 so far. LeRoy Davis almost lost it. Melvin Drake stole the pass. Joe Washington for 3, missed it. Steve Davis gets the board. Good rebound by Willie Freeman. LeRoy Davis goes up, and they're going to call a foul. And I believe it's going to be on Quentin Peterson on the way up.
Now, if Albany doesn't climb back into this thing, one of the reasons will be, I mean, you cannot give Westover this caliber of ball club this many opportunities to score. I mean, they just pounded the boards, and you're right, there's the foul right there.
That's Peterson's first personal. LeRoy Davis. It's 1 of 2. Mike Sproul tries to take it to the hoop, can't do it. Rebound out to Westover and Andre Lewis. You know, Andre Lewis is a quiet kind of a guy who makes a lot of things happen. You don't realize how tall he's 6'5", playing out basically at the defensive point, still crashing the boards. Antonio Smith shuffles through the lane. But Lewis really doing the job. Look at him, he'll get the ball inside on Sproul. Melvin Drake on the fast break for Albany. Oh, missed the shot, but Peterson is right there to tip it in. Melvin wanted that sweet move to ignite the crowd in his team. He could not get it to go down. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Albany Civic Center. Fred Khalil, Randy Waters, Joe Washington.
Trap. 5-second call. They're only down 14 now, Fred. A hoop right here, and I know we're sitting here hoping for a ball game, and maybe we'll get one.
Brule drives through the lane. Down to 12, 27-15. Andre Lewis running into the trap. Almost lost the handle on it. Did knock it off Marcus McCoy. .149 to play, quarter number 3. Westover leading Albany. It's down to 12, though. 27-15 with 1:49 in the third.
At my age.
The trade and hit the post, work that ball inside. Time before, he was trying to get him to avoid the trap. And he kind of sensed this thing was slipping away a little bit, so he wanted to regain control. And I think they still feel that way, that they are in control.
Steve Davis in control of the basketball, now to Andre Lewis for Westover. And Marcus McCoy picks up the charge. He takes the charge on Andre Lewis, who will be charged with his third personal foul, and that could become crucial as we are now under 1:40 to play. Third quarter. Albany's making some headway, 12-6. They've outscored Westover in the third quarter. Mike Spruill on the drive. Whitfield. And that's going to be Albany basketball.
Well, Willie, Boston and Westover haven't won 3 consecutive championships by not being able to adjust the situation. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. I'm sure Albany's going to step up their traps, step up their pressure, and we'll see how Westover handles that.
Whitfield after the Melvin Drake miss. Mike Spruill trying to drive, get some penetration. They're going to call the foul on Steve Davis. And Mike's going to stand at the line. He wants to shoot the ball. Drake for 3. 27-18, the lead down to 9, and we're under a minute to play in the third quarter.
Defense by Quentin Peterson that time, Fred.
Came over, gave some help as Willie Freeman got whistled for the foul.
And Peterson avoided committing the foul on defense. He not only got there in time, but he just went straight up, held the arm straight up, had good position, didn't give ground, and didn't commit the foul.
Melvin Drake under a half minute to play, third quarter. You see the clock. Whitfield for 3, cannot get it. And the third quarter comes to an end. But what was once a blowout is now somewhat of a tighter game. Westover leads Albany now by 9. After 3 quarters, It is Westover 27, Albany 18. The 3A Boys State Basketball Championship live from Albany. The fourth quarter coming up.
Winter time is here, and this kind of weather is really tough on those expensive lawnmowers and garden equipment. You need somewhere to store them. We suggest a Robbins building from Pettis Tire Company. Robbins portable buildings are considered one of the best buildings in the country, with 2x4 stud-type construction, weather-tight doors with keyed locks, tongue and groove enameled flooring. These are just some of the standard features of a Robbins building. And Pettis Tire Company will deliver and set up your building at your site pronto. They are the dealer in this area for the most functional building that money can buy. Call us for more information, 273-1153, or come by our lot. Go through one of our buildings and inspect for yourself. We are located at 410 8th Street South in Court Hill. Pettis Tire Company, your Robbins building dealer for South Georgia.
Steve and Sheila from Home Furniture Company, Cordele, just back from the Tupelo Furniture Store with truckloads of savings for you. Swivel rockers, $98. Oak buffet huts, $399.95. Three-piece set of brass and glass horn tables, $89.95. Home Furniture has three-piece living room suites arriving every day at $199.95. Sheila stocked the store with spring flowers to help you with your decorating needs. Come in now. Fabulous savings. Home Furniture, 8th Street South, Cordele.
A little physical, Rando.
Yeah, we'll see. They've missed a lot of shots, but they haven't missed opportunities to take shots at one another. And there's on the deck. Maybe gone for the academy. Here it is from the elbow.
That's a big elbow drop, isn't it? No, I really like Mike Spruill. I like the way he plays, too. He's a great player.
I figured this thing out. See, they got together and said, let's take turns stinking it up. in the third quarter.
Hoop at this other end is what it is.
Well, that might be in the third quarter. Westover only scored 5 points. So, I don't know whose turn it is now, Frank. I'm sorry, 6 points.
Well, Westover traps Albany, so Albany forced to call a timeout. Tamaki Winfield does call the TO. 7:42 to play. It's 27-18, as we just told you about.
I said.
We're going to take a break, and we will be back. It's 27-18, fourth quarter action. Westover and Albany in the AAA Boys State title.
Spring is almost here, and if you come to Henderson's men's store in Court Hill, you'll think spring has already arrived. They have just received a brand new shipment of famous duckhead shorts, over 500 pair. Just look, every color in the rainbow and then some. And hey, you're going to love the colors, you're going to love the price. They sell everywhere at $26.99 and up, but at Henderson's in Court Hill, they're only $21.99. Plus, the famous duckhead shirts also just arrived to go with them. They sell at $14.99 and $15.99. Duckhead at Henderson's, Court Hill. South Georgia, Phil Streetman at Henderson's men's store in Court Hill with the most exciting news ever. On a selected rack in selected sizes right now, Clark Henderson has got men's suits, first quality suits, for $25 and men's coats for $20. Hurry in, they won't last long. But as long as they last, we'll sell off this rack, these suits for $25 and the coats for $20. You better hurry. It won't last long. They need the room. Out they go.
Henderson's men's store, South Greer Street, Court Hill. Just turn at McDonald's. We're right behind Court Hill Banking Company.
It's down to a 7-point game, 27-20. Andre Lou all alone underneath is LeRoy Davis. All alone. 29-20. 7:14 to play. Fourth quarter action. It's 29-20. I can't believe it. That's the score. Big rebound by Antonio Smith. Andre Lewis almost lost it. Back to Smith. He puts it up. Does not get the roll. Rebound is going to go to Melvin Drake. No. Willie Freeman got it back. And traveling is going to be called on Antonio Smith.
Well, you could take the last couple of possessions here and put it in the capsule and realize that's why we only have a total of 49 points up on the scoreboard, because guys missing layups, traveling before they get a shot off. That's the way it's going.
Hey, don't forget, coming up tomorrow, before the ACC championship game featuring Georgia Tech, you can see the girls Quad A state championship, and then after the ACC game, you can see the boys Quad A state championship right here on 11 Alive. Westover has turned the ball over a lot more in the second half, and that could be the key to this 9-point game now with 6:11 to play. And Marcus McCoy headed to the free throw line.
Well, Marcus that time did what Albany has so infrequently done tonight. Moved away from the ball, found a seam in the zone, enabled the perimeter people to have a passing lane open up, and been in position to do something with the ball when you get it. But here he goes to the free throw line and comes up short.
One of two. It's an 8-point game. 29-21. Inside, LeRoy Davis puts it in. And LeRoy Davis extends the Westover lead back to 10.
Moving without the ball. He slid down the baseline, and then when the penetration broke the zone pressure and the trap, he was there.
Michael Spruill misses the three-pointer, and Andre Lewis gets it taken away by Spruill, lays it in. 31-23. And a timeout taken by Westover. They had trouble inbounding the basketball. Rather than get the turnover, they decide to take the timeout. Now, there's 5:13 to play. Fourth quarter action of the AAA State Basketball Championship. It's Westover now 31 and Albany 23. Coming down the home stretch.
Michael Spruill hanging around in the lane, takes a slap at the ball, gets all ball, goes in for the 2 to cut it down to 8. And, you know, we've talked about how badly Albany has played, the reason they only have 23 points on the board. But on the other hand, Westover also, with that situation, should be so comfortably ahead right now. The situation should not be in doubt. So it's as if they've drug each other down a notch tonight.
Steve Davis has the ball now as Westover breaks the pressure easily. Andre Lewis. Steve Davis. Willie Freeman. Davis. Willie. Calls another timeout. We're going to keep it right here. We'll take this time to thank our statistician for today, Rob Neal. It's not often you get a licensed attorney to keep stats for you.
Well, see, and what I think he did before this game was he negotiated a situation where he wouldn't be too busy, where they wouldn't be a lot of points. That's why we're in this mess. No, somebody looking on might say, why are they calling all these timeouts for? Well, what happens is, a couple of times here recently, the team with the ball has approached a situation where they would have been called for the 5 seconds for failing to penetrate, called for the 5-second rule. That's a turnover. Other club gets the ball, other team gets the ball. So rather than that, they have called the timeout. They don't have many more to burn. You only get 4 a game. So as we come down the stretch, that'll be a significant factor too. 4:46 to go here, fourth quarter.
31-23 is our score. Westover will have the basketball in the front court. A big last 5 minutes for Albany. Check in with Joe real quick.
Yeah, Fred, Willie Boston just telling his guys to come to the basketball. He wants to avoid turnovers with 4:46 left in the game, and you got a 31-23 lead. They don't need turnovers right now.
They almost had one there. But Antonio Smith comes up with the jumper, and it's back to a 10-point bulge at 33-23.
Quentin Peterson, the tip there, Fred, pounding the boards hard, and they got to go to him hard now.
They are running out of time. Mike Sproul, steal! Down to 6. LeRoy Davis misses, crashes the boards. I think Marcus McCoy or Quentin Peterson called for that foul.
Things can turn so quickly. It looked for a moment after the shot was missed like that. That might be, let's say that shot comes out, and Albany is able to get the ball and come down and even cut further into what is now a 6-point lead. But, and here's Albany on the other end converting the steal, but Westover able to maintain possession after the foul on Albany here. And let's go back live.
That foul was on Mike Sproul. A big, big foul. That's his fourth. Now another foul underneath called on Albany. And this one is going to be on Quentin Peterson. Willie Boston. Game's certainly far from over. 6-point ball game. LeRoy Davis, who has stepped up and done a remarkable job. 17 points tonight for LeRoy Davis. Melvin Drake gets the rebound off the miss. Tamaki Whitfield with an air ball. Breakaway. Reggie Williams. And all of a sudden it is back to 9. Rebound big time by Willie Freeman underneath. LeRoy Davis. He gets hammered by Marcus McCoy. They want an intentional foul or a flagrant foul, but it won't happen. This is a tough foul, Randy.
Well, just here in the last minute or so, Westover, I think, has put this thing away. It was hanging in the balance for just a moment with a 6-point advantage. But and Westover's been able to do it because they responded to the defensive pressure. And instead of a turnover, why, they were able to respond and create some easy shots.
Second and 2 coming for LeRoy Davis. Missy. And we're going to have another foul called. And this one is going to be on Antonio Smith.
They're not in the bonus yet, though.
No. But Tamaki Whitfield's going to check back in for Marcus McCoy. Second foul on Antonio Smith. And Albany's coming up into the front court. 37-27, 10-point lead, 3:10 to play. Fourth quarter, state AAA boys basketball championship. Joe Washington misses the 3. And Washington will be whistled for the foul.
Well, it's an old cliche, but kind of down to garbage time now unless something strange happens. Considering the inability of either team to score in bunches tonight.
I was going to say, yeah. You can only score 3 in 16 minutes. It's going to be hard to score 12 in 3. NBA 3 for Whitfield. No. Rebound, LeRoy Davis. Long pass, Reggie Williams. Count it, 39-27. 2:40 to play. And I would have to say, this one belongs to Westover. LeRoy Davis, another rebound. And Archie Chapman has seen enough. He wants the TO.
Well, Westover's starting to celebrate, and you can't blame them. It's like they got 4 in a row.
39-27 is our score. 2:32 to play. Westover appears on its way to the 4th straight AAA state championship.
The live Georgia High School Association Championship Player of the Game, brought to you by your Chevrolet Geo dealers, and it's LeRoy Davis. To this point, 19 points in a game, and which points were very, very precious and hard to come by.
Now let's check in with Joe.
Westover Patriots in their huddle. Obviously, D'Antonio Wingfield not in uniform, but I managed to catch his eye. He winked and he smiled. These guys are feeling pretty good about this thing right now.
Well, if LeRoy Davis can knock down a couple of free throws, it'll be 14 with 2.5 to play. And I would have to say that in the way this game has gone would be an insurmountable lead.
Little background for you. Westover 3 consecutive championships. That guy, D'Antonio Wingfield, a major factor in them. The first of those 3 came in a meeting against the Albany Indians in a game played at Georgia Tech up in Atlanta. And they will win it all 4 years with D'Antonio's class, although D'Antonio doesn't play here tonight, of course. They'll win 4 in a row, and the first and the last coming at the expense of intra-city rival Albany.
41-29, that was Quentin Peterson with the rebound score. And now we have Travis Jackson checking into the lineup for Mike Spruill. For defensive purposes, Spruill's playing with 4 fouls. Archie does not want to lose him. Tamaki Whitfield called for the personal. We're rolling through about 20 after 11 Eastern time. No. We're used to doing the sports at this time, you know.
Well, we're doing it.
We are. Andre Lewis is going to go to the free throw line. That foul called on Whitfield, his second, he said. Spruill in now for offensive purposes. Whoa!
Mike Spruill saying, I was shooting. There's no question. I mean, I was only about 4 inches off the ground, but I was shooting at the time.
I like him.
Yeah.
So Spruill will go to the free throw line. Bonus upcoming as he tries to cut the lead to 10. 2:10 to play. And you'd have to think 2:10 to play, 10-point game. Probably going to be Hack City. Hack City.
What do you mean probably? They rename Albany Hack City after the next 2 minutes and 7 seconds here.
After we get done with it, right? Say, who were those hacks that did that?
Who was that on?
Willie Freeman is going to go to the line. That one was on Quentin Peterson, his third. He missed it, and here comes Albany. Joe Washington. Melvin Drake. And once again, William Freeman comes up with the big rebound, and he'll go to the line. Joe Washington whistled for that foul.
Well, we had 12 uninterrupted seconds there. We just ran off.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, we got a situation here where LeRoy Davis, due to contact, had a cut opened up on his arm, and there's some blood or a scrape or whatever, and it's a new rule in college and high school ball this year. At any time when there's blood, the player has to come to the sideline and get it attended to. And in fact, he will come out of the game.
Reggie Williams into the ball game. For our player of the game, LeRoy Davis. First one by Willie Freeman is good. There's the Westover bench. (43-30). Now a 13-point lead. Melvin Drake draws a foul.
Another 10-second stretch, Fred.
There it is.
Uninterrupted play.
Got a $1:47 left. Westover 43, Albany 30.
Yeah, that bench is a
downer.
Yeah. That one isn't.
4 in a row.
They're going to own the ring.
The guys like LeRoy Davis and Andre Lewis, Antonio Smith, Willie Freeman. I believe he was shooting 2, fellas. Good effort, nonetheless.
There you go. LeRoy Davis.
Why do I feel like Harry Carey in the 18th inning of a 1-1 Cubs game?
Or a 10-1 Cubs game.
Got Brian Hodge in the lineup. And that was Willie Freeman. Melvin Drake hits the 3. Lead is back to 11. And with 1:16 to play, back to the free throw line we go. Brian Hodge in the lineup.
You like
12. I like him.
You like that guy. Now tell me why.
Because he's built like me. That's why. People mistake us for each other all the time. I've watched him play. He's quick.
So he's pretty good fullback. Plays fullback on the football team.
He's also 18, 19 years old. Fans love him here. Okay.
I have a request of Westover here. Fellas, when you get that rebound, get that outlet thing out of there quick. Get that sucker out
like
there.
cleaning the puck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get the puck out of the
other
zone
end before the foul can occur.
Right. If you get icing, you get icing. Just take your chance. Get the ball out of the zone. Steve Davis in the starting lineup, and then not played a whole lot since. 1 minute to play. Mike Spruill tries to put up the three, and he wants the 4-point play. They're going to call a foul on Willie Freeman.
I also have another request of Westover. Fellas, you're up 13. Don't be happy.
Leave them alone, right? Let them shoot.
Here they are winning their 4th straight championship, and I've got, I'm criticized. I don't mean to be critical of a team that's winning 4 championships, but that, in that situation, you let him throw it up there.
Michael Spruill misses the first. Second one upcoming now. 2-shot foul. Actually, 3-shot foul because he was out at the NBA circle. Cut to 12 now. It will be 12. Clear it. Foul's going to be called on Melvin Drake. That's his 4th. Back to the line we go with LeRoy Davis. LeRoy averages 16 a game. Stepped up yesterday, stepped up tonight. Did the job. Chevrolet player of the game. 20 points. He has 1+1 right now.
Well, Archie Chapman is understandably despondent about not just losing, but the showing of his Albany team here in this championship game.
Ball will go out of bounds. 57 seconds to play. 48-35. Westover leading by 13. Mike Spruill on the drive. Pulls up from 3. No good. Rebound. Foul.
It was the wrap that got it. They were going to let the hack go, but then when he wrapped him,
In the last minute, you can get away with a hack, but not a hack followed by a wrap. I think is the official rule.
Yes, it's the hack wrap rule they call it.
Something like that. Okay. Willie Freeman going to the line as Steve Davis comes out. Steve's just a junior. Westover has 16 free throw attempts in 3 minutes. Is that right? That's a lot, isn't it?
16 and counting. Now up to 17.
Now, 50-35, 15-point lead, even if you come down and knock down the tray. You know?
Get it out. Listen to me, fellas. Get it out. He had 2 guys down court. Well, while we do have some time here.
Yes.
And we have some time.
We do have time.
We want to thank everybody.
One thing we do have.
Yeah.
We have time.
The Georgia High School Association for their hospitality, and of course the people in Albany,
yeah,
who really have taken this championship situation here to heart. In a town this size, it's a very special event. There's no danger of it being getting glossed over and lost in the shuffle, and Albany does a great job with it.
We've also had a great crew to work with.
Melvin Drake coming out of there for Albany, and And the applause is for a great career. Not the situation, you know, they're taking that into account here tonight, that he didn't have a great night, and his team certainly didn't either, but it's for a great career here at Albany.
I was watching D'Antonio Wingfield as Melvin came out, and he was clapping for him. Two great competitors there.
It'll be interesting to see how their college careers develop.
Yeah, that will be real interesting. Real interesting. And this is the guy who's going to take over next year for Albany. Mike Spruill pulls up from NBA three-point range. No,
Get rid
of the ball.
Getting greedy on the free throws here, fellas. You're getting greedy on the free throws.
And Willie Boston is sending in the troops. He knows it's over.
D'Antonio, the official greeter tonight, doing a heck of a job of it. Our director, Jim Bissell, our producer, Rick Alpert, I want to pass along our thanks to them here tonight. Tell everybody, looking forward to next year when we're back with another round of basketball championships, and of course football coming up before that.
Oh yeah.
This is our first year, the double dip for the football and basketball championships, and the Georgia High School Association has been very cooperative and very helpful.
I've had a blast. It's been fun.
Yeah, Willie Boston's emptying his bench now. And they're starting to party a little bit early. 31 seconds early. No party on that end.
Well, it's now a 19-point game. I tell you what. Let's wind the clock. Let her roll.
Ashley Kelly, a sophomore, unlike us, says, hey, let's savor this moment here.
Yeah, he's getting a chance to get in the books, isn't he?
That's right.
6'5", so he's got some growing to do. You know, this is a team that's deep. You know, this is a team that's young. This is a team that's going to be tough in the future. Oh. Mike Spruill.
He didn't really, did he?
He did whistle.
Did he?
He did whistle.
Well, I mean, he's got to call a whistle at the foul there, but he committed the foul too, didn't he?
Yeah. Ricky Pugh, 6'1" junior, committed the foul, and certainly that's his first.
And hopefully his last.
Yeah. His first, the team's 59. It's just not been Albany's night.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's not much you can do about it. You know, I mean, you're going to have nights like that, and that's the way it is. So now, all right, here. Now let's, well, good. I'm glad to see Albany's not going to foul. Okay. It is over. The Westover Patriots have won their fourth consecutive AAA state basketball championship as they beat Albany 54-36. For Joe Washington, Randy Waters, I'm Fred Khalil. Thanks for watching, and congratulations to the Westover Patriots for their state championship. We'll see you next time.